Do carnivorous plants photosynthesize? We're taught about food chains from a very early age. Plants eat the sun, plant eaters eat plants, meat eaters eat plant eaters, maybe another meat eater eats that one, and then humans come along to hunt, domesticate, or drive to extinction. A nice, readable chain that helps us to make sense of our natural world, and serves as a starting point for the study of ecology. And what the hell is this? This freak of an organism seems to be turning the food chain upside down, eating animals to fuel itself. What happened to eating sunlight? Is this even a plant at all? Well, the short answer is yes. Carnivorous plants are indeed plants, and they do produce their own food, and lots of it. Take an Nepenthes plant here as an example, the best carnivorous plant. Don't at me, Venus flytrap fans. If we look away from the flashy picture of the pitcher plant, we'll see the main part of the shoot system is attached to leaves. Big, beautiful green leaves. These leaves are green because they're jam-packed with chlorophyll, the photosynthetic pigment that, through a series of ridiculously complicated biochemical reactions, converts water, carbon dioxide, and sunlight into delicious glucose and breathable oxygen. So, what gives? Evolution, as we know, will generally favor simple solutions to survival. If the pitcher plant, and other carnivorous plants like it, already produce more than enough food from photosynthesis, then why has natural selection made bug-eating plants so widespread? To understand this, we need to talk about nutrients. A nutrient is just a chemical that living things need for their continued biological function. Plants, just like us animals, need a whole host of nutrients to survive, all kinds of elements from manganese to molybdenum. The two most critical by far, though, are carbon and nitrogen. Chemicals like chlorophyll, as discussed, are extremely efficient at producing carbon through photosynthesis. However, it has zero ability to produce usable nitrogen. That food chain we talked about earlier is a bit misleading in that sense. The trophic pyramid that it comes from was designed to model the relatively linear flow of carbon through ecosystems, but the nitrogen cycle is way more complicated than this. Okay, so why not take some of the nitrogen out of the air? Earth's atmosphere is over 78% nitrogen after all. The only problem is that all the nitrogen there is in N2 gas, which has a rock-solid triple bond that is very hard to break. Very, very few organisms are able to do this. Across all the eukaryotic kingdoms of life, animals, plants, and fungi, there are 0 species that can capture nitrogen directly from the air. As such, the biosphere's nitrogen budget is entirely bottlenecked by the bacteria that can harvest the inert stuff from the air and fix it into more usable compounds in the soil. If you're a plant and you live in a place where these bacteria are widespread, then no problem. Your root system will spread out and grab all the nitrogen that you need to survive. On the other hand, if you live somewhere with nitrogen-poor soil, well, your options are limited. Nepenthes' evolutionary ancestors probably evolved somewhere in Asia, where nutrients were plentiful, but millions of years of nutrient depletion and climate change caused its supply to run dry. As Mother Evolution tapped her proverbial watch, these proto-Nepenthes had to come up with a simple way to get more nitrogen. But hey, wait a minute. Look at all these bugs. Insects are able to crawl or fly around, eating nutrient-rich plants and animals and stealing their nitrogen. These delicious and nutritious insects come to land on and pollinate plants all the time. So all that the proto-Nepenthes needs to do is come up with a way to trap it and digest it. And this brings us to today. Carnivorous plants dominate hot areas with poor soil. Through convergent evolution, they've carved out an ecological niche for themselves all over the world that provides them with more nitrogen than they know what to do with. The ecosystem, after all, is not going to run out of bugs. This investigation of the fabulous Nepenthes plants and others like them almost seems to have raised more questions than it's answered. Why are insects stupid enough to fall for these traps? How does soil nitrogen run out in the first place? What does Earth's nitrogen budget actually mean? Ecology is a fascinating field of science, and the further you delve into its mysteries, the more questions you will uncover. All we can hope to do on this show is point you in the right direction. I'm Philip Parker, and this is EcoLogically.